Hi, everyone. Thanks for tuning in today. My name is Lauren Sprague, and I am one of the social workers here with the Caregiver Support Program at the Truman VA. I am joined by Jenna Pryor, who is the Program Manager for Psych Armor, and she is going to be answering some of our questions about what Psych Armor is and how it can benefit veterans and caregivers out in the community. So, Jenna, thanks so much for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you. Good to be here.
Yeah. So, what exactly is Psych Armor? Can you tell me a little bit about the history of the website?
Sure, yeah. So Psych Armor, our main service is that we provide critical resources to the general public so that they can effectively engage with and better support military service members and their families. We serve as an educational resource to communities, nonprofits, businesses, and individuals who are making a commitment to better serve the military-connected communities. A little bit about our history. So we've grown a lot over the past 7 years. This month is actually our birthday month. So we'll be 7 years.
Happy birthday, Psych Armor.
Thank you. Yeah. Our courses started out as some voiceovers with some PowerPoint slide decks, and those would be combined to create a documentary style course. Mm-hmm. We started doing some live filming a few years ago, and at this point we have a whole team doing animation and post-production work, which has really improved just the overall quality of our courses. And this year we actually launched our 200th course, which is a really big milestone. I think we're actually up to 205 now, but we did hit that milestone earlier this year.
That's amazing. It's really grown.
Yeah.
So what are some of the different types of supports and services available through Psych Armor? Like if I'm getting on there for the first time, what can I expect to find?
Sure. Yeah. So for individuals that are interested in accessing our courses, we have, like I said, about 205 courses right now that are on demand. They're available 24/7. You simply have to sign up for an account. It's completely free. And you can access all of our courses that are created in collaboration with our subject matter experts. Okay. From a range of different backgrounds. Mm-hmm. And they're based on the need of our partners and the people that we're working with who want to improve the way that they're interacting with veterans and military-connected people. Mm-hmm. For individuals, we also offer continuing education credits. So if you have a profession that you're interested in interacting better with veterans, we offer some of our courses have credits for those. Mm-hmm. We also, for organizations and nonprofits, we offer educational consultancies and what we call learning pathways. So mm-hmm. you can partner with us to track how well your team is doing at completing their courses that you mm-hmm. assign them, or we can come in and do a customized talk for your organization or business.
Awesome.
And then for individuals as well, we offer a clinical support center, which is not a crisis line, but it's basically a way that we can provide some extra support and coaching for individuals that are watching our courses. It's like a resource navigation center primarily that's staffed by trained professionals.
Okay. Yeah, I've accessed Psych Armor many times over my career as a social worker, and the trainings that are available out there for veterans and caregivers and clinicians alike, it's pretty phenomenal. I mean, everything from caring to somebody with dementia to caring to someone with PTSD and, teaching caregivers how to take time for themselves. I recently started watching the Montrum training videos. There's just so much on there that people could access just to learn more about, the caregiving role. And then I love how it's specifically geared towards certain diagnoses as well, depending on, what you're encountering.
Yeah, I oversee our caregiver portfolio, and we offer just so many different courses on self-care, especially mm-hmm. for caregivers, communication, and then just general information, like you said, to learn about different diagnoses that their veteran that they're caring for might face. And the Montrum courses, we're actually working on expanding that, and we'll be hosting some workshops in the new year focused on Montrum and self-care, especially during the pandemic.
Okay, awesome. And who can access PsychArmor? Can anyone just log on and make an account? And also, does it cost money, or are these free?
Yeah, so anyone can access PsychArmor courses 24/7.
Okay.
We, as I mentioned, we have the caregiver portfolio, and then we also have different portfolios for different subgroups, such as employers, healthcare providers, other nonprofit organizations. So for the individual learner, all of the courses are free. Anyone can log in and make an account.
Okay.
And we have just a multitude of courses for really anyone looking to learn more about military culture and veterans.
Sure. If I'm a caregiver for a veteran and I'm logging on to the site for the very first time, do you recommend like a good starting place for me?
Yeah, so our cornerstone course is called 15 Things Veterans Want You to Know. And we have variations of this course for caregivers and the general public and healthcare providers. So I would recommend starting there. And then the next place that I would go if I was a caregiver for a service member or veteran, I would watch Am I a Caregiver? That's the title of the course. And so that's the second place that I would start if you've maybe already watched the 15 Things Veterans Want You to Know.
Okay, great. And that segues nicely into my next question. Can you tell me a little bit about the Caregiver Recognition Program?
Yeah, so we have a program specifically for caregivers to recognize the commitment that they've made to caring for their veteran or service member. So within that, we have our Caregiver Experience Binder and our Certificate of Achievement.
Mm-hmm.
The certificate is in partnership with the Elizabeth Dole Foundation. They have their Hidden Heroes program specifically for caregivers.
Mm-hmm.
And then our Caregiver Experience Binder is sponsored by USAA, and basically is just a tool to have a central place to track all of their resources that they may need as caregivers. There's a sheet protector for their DD-214.
Mm-hmm.
There's information on self-care, just some general information for caregivers, and some information from our sponsors and other partners as well. And in order to get this binder and award, all they have to do is complete 4 of our courses. So we do ask that they complete 2 self-care courses, 1 communication course, and then 1 general information. And that could be the 15 Things Veterans Want You to Know.
Sure.
And the reason that we ask for 2 self-care is because we know that caregivers are great at caring for their veteran, but their self-care is often neglected. So we really want to emphasize the importance of that. And we have just so many great courses on self-care. So we want to just reinforce that sort of reminder.
Yeah.
As I mentioned, we are also launching a course series on Matram and self-care for caregivers in the new year. So those will be a series of webinars, and we're creating some micro courses. So there will just be some short courses that they can watch to kind of reinforce the topics that we go over in those workshops. Mm-hmm. But expect information on that later this year.
Okay. Great. Well, what a wonderful way to recognize caregivers and to show them the support that is needed. So that's great. So would you mind, we'll post this under our video below, but would you mind providing the web address for PsychArmor?
Yeah, so it's just psycharmor.org.
Okay.
And
that's
all of our courses, our course topics are in the toolbar at the top of the page. And all of our clinical support number, our tech support, we have a chat that's open from 7 a.m. to 3 a.m. Pacific time.
Okay.
So feel free to use any of those resources on the website or reach out to the Clinical Support Center if you need help.
Okay, great. Well, Jenna, it's been a pleasure talking with you today. Thank you for telling us about PsychArmor and this great resource for folks out there in the community. It's so necessary, and it's great that it's virtual, especially since we're not able to get out and about much these days. So kudos to you and your team for all the excellent work that you're doing.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah. And for folks who have tuned in today, if you have any questions for Jenna and the PsychArmor team, feel free to post below, or you can reach out to me, Lauren Sprague. Like I said, I'm with the Caregiver Support Program. If you have questions about our program, feel free to give me a call. My number is 573-355-7788, And thanks so much for joining us today. Take care.